All right, if you're tuned in, we're a little bit early here, just getting some stuff ready, making sure everything's working good, and be right back and get some stuff. In case it gets dark, got the headlamp. Electricity goes out sometimes, especially with the ice. Don't go nowhere. Got some special stuff I want to read everybody later on. Love my town. Some crazy things that go on too. I think I might need some snacks for me. Any good griller needs snacks. Still got a few snacks while the grill's getting started. Still got 4 more minutes before we really make this official. So if you want to hang out and talk about what's going on, you could be a Twitter person and tweet. Use the hashtag MeatCast. And I'll check it periodically. I'm just eating some salted peanuts right now. They're good. I will give everyone a icicle view here in a second. Wait till everybody's on. We get started here in a couple minutes. All right, let's see here. Ice crashing everywhere. It's wild. All right. $4:58. If you're watching, that means you're a little bit early. But I'm the one who's always punctual, so I can't say anything about you. All right. Whoa, ice falling everywhere. Could have died. All right. Just doing some social media stuff. Let me send one more. All right. We got one more count, so just you stay with me there. We got to get people here. They can know about all this goodness that you're about to see. All right, let's do it. All right, so hey, I'm Brian. If you're a new viewer, you've never been here before, this is just something I'm doing, just taking a passion of mine, that's eating, kind of sharing it with the world, and trying to find people who have a similar passion, and just cooking in a kind of a non-formal format. I mean, you can watch any television show and see, exquisite grills and utensils and uniforms. I don't have any of that. I do have a nice jacket, hat to keep me warm as I'm out here in this very frigid temperature here in North Georgia. And you want to check out kind of what's happened here. Let's see if this will blow up. We still have ice on the trees, and you can see just how much ice we had last night. All right. So they've already canceled schools again for tomorrow, and I don't even think I could get off the mountain I live on. So that's fortunate. Thanks to all the people who climbed the power poles. You were awesome. Ron Walls, talking to you. I know who you are. And you're a utility pole climber, fixer guy. Thank you. I know we still have people here in the county who are waiting on power. And you're coming. I know. Georgia Power, HEMC, whoever you are, thank you for what you do. We actually had one of our heat pumps froze up last night. Never had that happen. So I'm originally from South Georgia, and frozen precipitation never happens. But there was enough ice caked on my heat pump that it wouldn't spin. The fan wouldn't move, so I had to get some warm water and splash it on there, and it fixed up. So that was cool. That was just some MacGyvering that I did. You don't learn that stuff in school. Just troubleshooting. Let me give you an update on the grill here. All right, I don't know if you can see what's going on, but we want the coals to be white. We want to be white, and we got to be patient. Some people, are like, oh, I got to get this grill going. I got to cook my ribs. But you want the coals to be white, the charcoal, and that means it's as hot as possible. I guess it depends what you want to cook. So if you just need to cook something for a few minutes, it doesn't really matter. But ribs take a while, so I need to use all the heat I can get from this charcoal. So what we're looking at here, and I'm dreaming of a corporate sponsor. One day I'm going to get one because this is an awesome show. What we have here is St. Louis style ribs. Look at that. And these are going to be yummy. I'm going to walk you through how we're going to cook that, and it's going to take, I'm guessing, about an hour. Again, I'm not real formal about this. I just don't want to start smelling good and grease starts falling down and the coals making fire. I know the good things are happening, so we'll check it periodically, but I'm going to guess about an hour once I put it on. And that's about the time my family's going to want to eat. After that, after I lather it up in some good seasoning, we're going to smother. After I lather it, I'm going to put it on the grill. After it's cooked, we're going to do a technique I like to call the foil barbecue method. It's just a fancy way of saying it. I'm going to, now some people do this differently. Some people put the barbecue on first while it's cooking. Well, this is sugar, and sugar gets down on that fire, and it's going to go bullet flames, and then this black meat. Nobody wants blackened meat. You might like blackened fish. No one wants blackened ribs. So we're going to, after it's all cooked, we're going to put the ribs back on, but have them on a layer of tin foil. This is heavy duty and covered in this barbecue sauce. And that is the plan. All right, so let me check out. Don't forget, if you do want to talk and communicate and kind of join the conversation, you can go to Twitter and just hashtag MeatCast. We also, I created a MeatCast Twitter account. You can also add it today. It's at MeatCaster because someone already took MeatCast, and that just makes me upset. So let's check here. Let's see if anybody needs to chat with us. So I'm just going to hashtag MeatCast, see if anything's going on. Anybody's talking. All right, I may not know how to use the internet, so let's see what happens. Not yet. We don't have any new MeatCast questions. So if you got one, bring it in. So just Twitter, just whatever you're writing, hashtag MeatCast. I'd love to talk to you. And if you're on Facebook, you can also find me on Facebook as Brian Buffington. We don't have a MeatCast Facebook site yet. I'm guessing 5 minutes on the charcoal. So if this conversation is killing you, you need to go take a restroom break because you're just kind of holding it in. You're like, oh, man, I don't want to miss what Brian's going to do next. You just go and take care of your business. There's no shame in that game. All right. And we'll be smothering. I guess I could go ahead and do that. So this is my favorite seasoning, and it's uber cheap. It's called Montreal Steak by McCormick. You can get it at any supermarket, grocery store. And what's cool about it is it has these like crystals of, I don't know what it is, salt, different things, and it melts in the meat. And it's a beautiful thing. So I'm taking that off. Oh, it smells good already. All right, I'm going to take the camera and bend it down a little bit so you can see what's going on. You can see how heavy I do this. I'm pretty generous with the amounts I use. So mean, you can see this. I mean, I need like a 5-gallon bucket of this stuff. I don't hold out. Okay, can you smell it? You smell it over there? It's going to be awesome. McCormick Montreal steak. This isn't steak, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I boil peanuts and put this in there. It'd be good, I'm sure. All right. What do you think? That's enough? That's probably enough. But what you need to do so it doesn't fall out, you just pat it. You know, I've heard me say pat the meat, whatever you want to say to help you remember. But you want it to adhere to this meat so it doesn't fall off when you flip it, because that would just be a sin and a shame. And there is shame in that game. Pat the meat. Pat the meat. All right, so we're going to flip it over. Let's do take 2. Coals are about ready, so this is good timing. And it won't stick as well to this side because we have the membrane. Some people take the membrane off. I think the membrane just adds flavor. This is the back side of the ribs. And so we're going to sprinkle that on. This is the Montreal steak seasoning. Hey, if y'all are enjoying this, think this is fun, I'm just normal guy up here in the mountains of North Georgia, and I'm cooking. So if this seems entertaining to you, pass it along to somebody else. And you don't have to watch the whole thing. I mean, really, you could just step away. And this will be recorded at meatcast.com, so you can check it out later. And if you do have a hot date tonight, if you could drive anywhere, if you're in North Georgia and ice isn't taking over, go somewhere. So hopefully that looks good. I'm going to pat the meat again. Let's see if it'll stick to that membrane. It might not do that well. Let's see. Oh, yeah. About done with that. Awesome. Awesome sauce. All right. Hey, we're back. So if you thought you were just going to look at me pat meat for a couple hours, that's not the case. We'll actually cook this. So, all right, charcoals. Let's do 1 minute. And let's do a tech tip here, since that is another passion of mine. Now, what is this? I got a Twitter. I got someone on Twitter who wants to talk to me. This is great. So here we go. Hey, MeatCaster, does the quality of the beard of the griller affect the end product of the grilled, I want to make sure I get this whole thing here, of the grilled meat? I think it does. Because there's essential oils in some of the beards of people who cook meat. There's oils. Some of it's like pheromones. And when your pheromones heat up, if you're close to the grill and they heat up, it actually embeds itself in the meat. You know what I'm saying? And it also depends on your diet. So if you're eating, lots of onions all day, those pheromones are going to start getting in your meat. It makes it even tastier because onions and meat is a pleasurable thing. So here, let me respond to Russ. Russ, thanks for joining us. And I'll just go ahead and respond. Yes, it surely does. More beard, more better. All right. I really appreciate that. People are getting involved. Now it is actually time. So let's move the charcoals around. Because we are in the pyramid. We're in the pyramid formation, and we can't have that because I can't even fit the top of the grill on there. Whatever it's called, whatever the top of the grill thing is called, it's the thing with the lines. It's metal. I appreciate that. Tell your friends. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to use, these are tongs. I think someone told me after my last session, they said, Brian, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to spread out the charcoals. Right now it's in a pyramid formation. We want to evenly cooked meat, carnage. So let's spread it out. Now this is hot now. This is good because my family's hungry and they want to eat. And you might actually see some of my children. Sometimes I do give father advice. Some of you who need some, or you just want to see somebody else who's doing his best and not perfect, but trying to be a good daddy. I'll give you some wisdom there. right, so here is the grill top. That's what we're going to call it. That's the official name. And first thing it's going to do is it's going to start, it's hot, so it's going to start taking all the greasy pork chops I had last time. It's going to burn all that off. But it's not nasty to have the pork chop juice in your ribs because they come from the same family. They come from the pig family. Other words, that's the pork family for some of you. So right now, it's, I don't know if y'all can hear this. I'll get you up close and personal. See, it's all that grease from last time is already starting to sizzle. I'm about to scrape it off. Yeah, some people don't like that, but you know, like I said, just trying something new here. Again, you can see all the snowy. There's some, that's not really snow, it's just ice. My neighbor's house. You can see it in my yard and out there in the trees. So if you see me freak out, that means like a big sheet of ice just came off my roof. I have a metal roof. And it's happened a couple of times today, but not while I was out here. All right. There we go. Hey, I really appreciate people sharing the MeatCast with others. Continue to share. This is something I want to do. Actually, the website want to have a schedule. I have somebody named lined up who wants to cook North Georgia fish. So probably trout, whatever people catch up the rivers here. I'm not much of a fisherman, but other people are. His name is Dougie Fresh. So get excited. All right, that'll be soon, probably in a couple of weeks. All right, so let's get this grease off. Let's get this grease off here. Oh yeah. And if you'd like to sponsor MeatCast, I'll let you. Looking for new meats? Looking for meat casters. So if you are a good cook, you don't even have to be great. You just have to be someone who's willing to talk to the camera and just help people out who want to change the world with how they cook. All right, so that's good. That's good. Got that going. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a grill cleaner thing, and it has a like a wire brush side. It also has this like steel wool, and the steel wool melted one time, and it smelled gross. Don't use the steel wool side when it's hot because it melts and burns. Learn my lesson. All right. All right, we're going to put those ribs on. Let's do it. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Let's put these on. We're going to start with the membrane side. I don't know why. I just feel like I need to do that. I feel led to do that. So let's do that. Oh, the sizzle. Membrane side. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Did I just? Oh, I didn't do that one. Uh-oh. Didn't do the membrane side like I said I was going to do. There we go. All right, and I'm going to put the top on because I don't want a whole lot of flame back coming up and burning my meat. And I'm going to set a timer. I forgot I was going to show y'all something technical, and I got sideswiped by people who are. Wait. Cody Chimbars. He's one of our followers. He says that it's called a grate. The thing on top of the grill that you put your meat on is called a grate. So thanks, man. MeatCast. We're learning together. It's a community of people who like meat and like cooking. All right, so let me give him a shout out. But first, I need to set the timer. That's important. So if you have a mobile device, it's pretty easy, especially with Apple. I could go, and she never listens to me. She's a bad person most of the time. But check this out. Set timer for 30 minutes.
Setting the timer. Okay, 30 minutes and counting.
But what I want to do is actually 15. I messed up there, so I'm just going to say, let's do it again. Set timer for 15 minutes.
Your timer's already running. Would you like to change it?
Yes. Yes, change it.
Okay, 15 minutes and counting.
15 minutes, we're going to flip it from the membrane side to the non-membrane side. It's getting crunk. That's for my South Georgia folks. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we got a little flame up there, which means I need to cut off the air. Because whoa, a little smoky action there. We know that more air means more fire. Ooh. Gotta keep checking it out. I think we're good. Leave it alone. Sometimes you just gotta have faith that it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. Keep an eye on it. So let's check out the blotter. Woo! Y'all can't even see me. All right, so just pretend I have a smoky voice. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so I live in North Georgia, and our town is pretty open about like things that go on in the community. Just people up to like no good. It's called the blotter, and it's really good. So let me see what we got here. Anything good stuff? That one, whoa. That's a long one right there. I don't know if I could read that much. Now check this out. This is a good one. A man stopped because the registration to his car had been suspended. Told the officer he had recently bought the car, but was waiting to see if it would be dependable before buying insurance for it. He told the deputy it had been 2 months. I mean, that just sounds like a reasonable thing. Before you buy insurance, you want to make sure it's dependable so you can get the registration. But it's not legal. It just makes sense, though. So that's the kind of things we have in here. Let's see if there's anything else. All right. No, not there. We'll do it. We'll do a big one here, all right, while we're cooking. Woo, smoky. The desk clerk at a hotel in Helen called police over threats that had been made by a customer. The customer had booked his room through a third party, but when he arrived, he wasn't happy with the room, and he wanted his money back. Been there. The clerk explained that since the room was booked through the internet with Expedia, been there, it would take 3 days to credit it back to his card. The clerk said the customer became hostile and said if he did not get his refund tonight, he would kill him and anyone who looked like him. Somebody needs to calm down. Killing people over a hotel room. This world has just gone mad. Further, the customer pulled up his shirt sleeve to expose a tattoo in red that said, Brotherhood. Don't mess with the Brotherhood. The man told him he had already spent 15 years in jail and did not mind going back. Police advised they would make extra patrols through the night and told the clerk to obtain warrants regarding the threats from the magistrate court. Somebody was upset because their $20 Expedia room was not in prime condition. I mean, sure, we've been there. You've been upset. You go somewhere, you think you got something really nice, and it's not. And you're going to complain, but don't threaten somebody with your Brotherhood tattoo. Brotherhood tattoo right there on my arm. That's not cool. Don't want to scare people. Just keep an eye on it. Just check it out. Check it out. What's it all about? All right, we're going to flip that. Membrane inside is getting a little toasty, so we're going to make an executive decision there. Whew. All right, so Cody, thanks for listening. I'll have you on a MeatCast one day. You come hang out with me. So let's do it. I'm just going to do some responding. So just kind of hang tight. Cooking meat takes a while. MeatCast. We need a jingle. Russ, give me a jingle. Ooh. Cody, thanks for being a part of the MeatCast Revolution. That's what we're going to call this. Knowledge is power. I think we're doing a little bit better here. I think I had it too hot. I don't know. It got too hot. Had to flip it early. Premature flip. It happens. Anything else here? Any more notifications? Don't forget, if you want to communicate on Facebook. But Twitter's gonna be the best way because it just automatically pops up. The handle is @MeatCaster, or you can just tag anything, hashtag it with MeatCast. What is this? I don't understand the Interstellar soundtrack. Is it pretty good, Russ? So we have someone who's actually listening to music with the MeatCast, and it's creating a like a different experience for him. So he's listening to the Interstellar soundtrack, and he says it's very epic. All right. So what we might do, if it's on Spotify, I may try it out, and there's no harm in that. We'll check it out. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Guess I need to turn on notifications here. I'm missing stuff. All right. If you just came in, I'm Brian. We're cooking meat. It's called MeatCast. It's not, super deep stuff, but it's just me talking about life in general and meat, protein. A lot of people are on paleo diets now, or a way of living. It's not really a diet, it's just a way of living. Paleo standing for, or meaning a time before, like a long time ago, like cavemen were eating meat and grass, like hunting, gathering folks. They were not making bread. And so some people are trying to get back to those roots of their ancestors. And so if you're into that, you're going to eat a lot of meat because you're going to keep your belly full. And I don't have a problem eating lots of meat. I'm a really big fan of bacon. So a lot of pork. It's one of the cheaper meats too. So if you're on a budget, you can always go that route. Whew. It turned out to be a kind of a beautiful day. Despite the iciness, my kids wanted to come out because it looks like snow, and wanted to come out and do a sled. But the sled turned out to be dangerous. I mean, it was like a death trap. When they hit the ice, it was almost like the Chevy Chase scene from National Lampoons. It was fast, and we were worried. We were worried if we were going to get our children back. So we live on a cliff. And there's some dangerous things, but we want our children to live and make some mistakes, but I don't want them to die. So we helped build a parameter for them and say no, not that direction, but this direction, so you can live. Because you love your kids, you don't want to see them get hurt, despite your feelings about parenting and kids making their own mistakes. What I could go for right now is a South Georgia boiled peanut. You know what I'm saying? Right now, all I have is these bagged up roasted ones, and they're okay. But if you ever had a South Georgia boiled peanut, it's epic. All right, just keep an eye on it. Y'all having fun? Y'all see the icicles? Is there any back there? Mostly gone. You can out see a few on the house. All right, it's still looking pretty good. Yeah, starting to kind of get loose there. That's good. We want the ribs, you know, when they're really good, they start falling off the bone. Yeah, I don't think we're there yet. You know, I'm going to skip the plan I had about flipping every so often. You know, we're going to do an audible, kind of like Peyton Manning. I'm pretty much just like Peyton Manning. Because you want to give a side a break. There we go. I might actually, I'll just do that for a little bit. That'll be good. Woo! All right. I do want to get a chat function on here, even though this is a Google Hangout. Most people are viewing it in a different way. Whoa, ice everywhere. So people can actually chat during the MeatCast. All right. Let's do another social media break. Whoa. Ice everywhere. All right. Sharing the love. Don't forget, tell your friends right now, hashtag MeatCast, meatcast.com, and get them here. Because we want to blow this thing up. I got some things lined up with fish. Some of you live on the coast. I don't know if Russ, if you live on the coast. One time I thought you did. What else we got here? Let me look at this right, huh? All right, Rusty's on board. Steven, sending it out. All right, let's actually do that. I mean, we got some time. Meat's cooking. It might mess up with our stream here, so I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to cut off the Wi-Fi. We're just going to take a chance with my data plan. And let's do the Interstellar soundtrack while we're cooking the meat. So let's give it a shot. This might be cool, like a cool part of the show is trying a soundtrack while you're cooking meat. I mean, that could be soothing to people. So let's try it out. So I am a Spotify subscriber. And Interstellar. Ooh. There it is. Crank it up. It's going to be hard because I don't have... Where's the music? Oh, there it is. All right, I'm going to put a little Interstellar right there in the microphone. See if y'all can hear it. So watch the meat, listen to the song. Pretty rad. I'll get a bigger boom box. I'm really limited up here. I have a DSLL, just DSL, just one L. And it's rather slow, which kind of stinks. So I can't do a lot of multitasking because it's going to interfere with some of the fun things we've got going on. Oh, yeah. Turn that around. Oh, timer's done. I'm just going to iron it now. Forget the timer. Timer really didn't help me because I was setting it to blaze. So we already did the blotter. Found out someone was pulled over because they didn't have insurance. Told the officer that they were trying out the car because they didn't want to make that investment, which just sounds reasonable. We did the salute to the power people who are risking their lives right now trying to get power up to folks. I do recommend that anybody who lives in the mountains has a different source of power, like this gas or wood stove, because you never know. If you're up in North Georgia or anywhere in the Appalachians or Rockies, you just never know when the electricity's not going to work. This would be a good time for a recap. I wonder how many of you made the Super Bowl MeatCast, because it was epic. We had lots of guests. We had Devin Gore from 8th and Ivory. We had Zach Wilkinson, Beth Wilkinson, Sandy Gore, the lovely Miss Brooke Buffington. And they were all here, and all their offspring were here. And we had a blast. We had bacon-covered dates. It was a paleo dream come true for those who are into that. Bacon-covered dates. Bacon-covered shrimp. It was amazing. Ooh. Hey, thanks for staying and watching. I figure if I'm going to cook, might as well talk to people. I really do enjoy talking to folks I haven't talked to you in a long time. Like if I know you personally, we need to talk because I enjoy that. Because like talk to you face to face. Because one day that's going to become exotic. Talk to somebody face to face. Ooh, that's a big deal because now we have all this internet, mobile, social media stuff, and we don't put a lot of worth on face to face communication anymore. Hey, I think we're back on. Do what? That was weird. All right. Yeah, internet broke. We're back. Let me tell the world. All right. Let's get them back. Got to come back to the meat. Some of you watching disappeared. Don't give up. Never give up. Whew. It's good to be back. Good to be back. Get that side again. Give that side a break. Whoa. Whoa, port. Let's see here. All right, so we're back on rib duty. I just want to cut one off. I just want to see where it's at. I don't know. The pros who do this for a living, they probably would never do this because it mangles up the meat. But I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of learning as we're going here. So thanks for tuning in, especially after that crazy power outage we had. Ooh. Yep, not quite ready. That's looking good, though. That's what my little girl says. She says, "Dad, they're looking good, though." Keep cooking. Just keep going. Cook a little. Sometimes you just got to get a little taste, right? So I'll cut a little off that. Let's see what that tastes like. Juicy. Oh, almost lost it. Well, that's good. That's pretty good for not knowing what you're doing. right, back at MeatCast. We actually broke the internet. For those who just kind of came back on, there I was. I think I was flipping the meat. I was singing a song or something. All of a sudden, everything shut down. And again, I thank everybody's working in utilities, making this possible. We got people in my community who don't have any heat. Yeah, I'm meat casting. So I really appreciate that. If somebody's cold, I mean, I guess you could tweet me and let me know, and I could tell you where I live. I can keep you warm. I mean, I wouldn't mind that, right? This is the coldest MeatCast I've ever done. We just debuted MeatCast in December. If you say MeatCast enough, it's going to catch on. Everybody else will want to watch this. So spread the word, MeatCast. I just cut one of the ribs off, and it's looking pretty good. I just took a bite of it, and it's amazing. And these have only been on there for a short while. And so I really don't know. I mean, I know that you don't want, blood coming out the meat. But I know taste is a good way to test it. If you could taste it. If you still got things sizzling, I mean, that means it's hot. That's good. You want hot. Cooks the meat. Make sure you got a good snot rag. Not trying to be gross, but you don't want snot going in your meat. It's just not, you're not going to pass serve safe for those in the food industry. You know what I'm talking about. They don't like that kind of stuff. And if you just tuned in, we are going to do a different method of lathering barbecue sauce, which I'll need a brush. I forgot about the brush. So I'm going to grab that. Don't forget about that. Let's do another social media update while we're cooking, just cruising along here. Wait, I got Roman Harris on. He's famous. He's down from South Georgia, like in the same county as Willacoochee. Thanks for joining us, man. Spread the word to all your Willacoochee people, and we're going to blow this thing up. We're going to break the internet again. Let's break the internet. We can do it together. You have a voice. Man, that's so cool. So yeah, this is our third MeatCast. We're just kind of piloting this, and we will be getting other people on board and a schedule. I've already made had a schedule plug-in for my website, and so you'll be able to see what's coming up. What I want, this is the dream. I want people who have never cooked meat to go to the website and to go, Brian or a guest is cooking meat in a couple weeks, and this is what they're cooking, and this is the ingredients they need, and then they can actually do everything together. And we have people, it's an educational thing. That's what we want. Oh, getting some flamage. Can't have that. Put out the flamage. That helps. Put the lid on, because what you know about fire, it's got to have air. All right, that's that middle school science education. And I had, it's going to be good. Hope everybody's doing good out there. I'm going to let y'all watch me eat some more peanuts because I just can't keep my hands off of them. Now, we are going to do mashed potatoes with these. I'm actually a really fantastic mashed potato maker. I use a lot of butter, a lot of milk, whole milk, salt and pepper, dash of garlic. You got a beautiful thing. And I don't mash them. I blend them. Blended. I blend them with a blender. Makes them much better. So. But you won't see that today. You know what we should do on a MeatCast? It should be all about the sides one day. And I'd like to have some guests, and they all cook their favorite side. Maybe even a special like Pinterest edition, where people just find out there Pinterest recipes, make them, and even if they're nasty, it's still fun. Because we got to learn from that. Pinterest recipes. Some people take pictures and make them, they look amazing, but after you do it, they're not that great. So you take chances. That's what this life's all about, taking chances, taking risks, and see what can happen. That's what we're doing right now. We're just living a dream, the MeatCast dream. Some people didn't think it'd ever happen. I said MeatCast to people, they giggled, but here I am, MeatCast. I'm making it. You don't let people tell you what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? I guess I could have my 4-year-old come out and sing Ice Ice Baby for everybody. If y'all be into that. Because it is very icy in White County, North Georgia. That'd be good. Selling out your kids for more viewers. Why not? I mean, they work for you, right? Oh, yeah. Cook it. Flipping. I'm just flipping here and there. There's no method to the madness. And I'm going to get another sliver of pork. There's the pork. It's the rib. I took a, you can see here's the big rib. There's the big rib. All right, it's kind of cooking, grilling. I'm not doing the fancy smoke thing. I didn't have time for that. You know, it's hard to do that when you're a daddy and you're trying to, you know, run down mountains, check on your children. All right, there we go. Got a piece. Ooh. Now that, the fruit of labor. Wow. Let the haters hate, because MeatCast is on and it tastes awesome. Ooh, lick them, lick those fingers. Now I got a 7-year-old boy who's gonna eat about 3 of these. Let's see. Let me check social media again. Gotta check it so often. Sometimes I have a guest who does this for me, but I'm by myself, so please excuse me. I'm not the guy who's just like, all right, I got people who are watching and have questions about the meat. So if you do have a question about the meat, hashtag MeatCast at Twitter. We also have an account, MeatCaster. I got a buddy who's he's got no power. He's in White County. Thermostat says it's 50 degrees inside. He's going to stay somewhere else tonight. So I'm son watching meat will make him warmer. So Sean, hope you you get that, and you do get warm. You get some power, and yes, you are welcome. Stay at the casa in the garage if we have to. William, I'm glad you're loving the MeatCast show. We just got a special text right there. Man, any questions, William? Let me know. If you have, we're looking at the ribs, just cooking out tonight. And the timing's good because it will start getting pretty dark. So it's just a community of people who like meat. It just makes sense. I'm really thinking about another 10 minutes on these. We'll see. I'll have to do a test. I'll cut the big. What you do is when you're grilling, you want to cut the biggest one off or cut in there and kind of see what it is. I don't have any fancy thermometers to stick in the meat. So that's what we do. That's what I do. People have their own different way of doing things. I think someone made a saying about like different strokes, you know? Something like that. Just keep, oh man, look at that. Just keep gnawing on it. That's the test meat. Good thing about being the cook is you get to snack. Now the membrane didn't have some burnt parts on it. You just scrape that off. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Don't tell nobody though. Oh yeah. It's probably all that seasoning I used. Yeah, don't forget, if you got some questions, hashtag MeatCast on Twitter. Let me check it up again. All right. Let me do another check because some people aren't following the account. Let's see. All right. Oh, Russ. Russ is down in St. Simons. I thought he was. That's cool, man. We're going to be down there in July. We should go hang up at your favorite coffee shop, Wake Up Coffee Co. So, Russ, if you're listening, that's July. I mean, it's a long ways to make a coffee date. But I'll have me and some children and the wife. We'll have a good time. Maybe we should do a special, Georgia Coast MeatCast edition. I'm going to be at St. Simons. Whew. Let's see what this other side's looking like. Yeah, getting crispy. A little crispy. That's good. Just gives it, and it's okay to have it just a little crispy on the end because it makes like a little barrier when you put your teeth in. It's almost like when you bite into a really good hot dog. Now I don't want to compare hot dogs to this because this is gonna be a lot better. But when you bite into a really good hot dog, it does like the snap. You put your teeth in it, your canines, and it goes snap, and then you're into the juice. And it's an effect. It has an effect on me. I'm all about it. All about that meat. All right. We're just going to keep gnawing on this poor little one I got. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. Again, if you just tuned in, I didn't do any fancy marinating because, I don't have a lot of time for that. I can't plan ahead when it comes to this kind of stuff because I have many things I'm doing. But this is the quick man's way of doing this. You just smother it in this Montreal steak seasoning, both sides, and it's got these little salt crystals that will melt into the pork, and it's awesome. Try it. Down the aisle of your favorite supermarket. Ooh, man, we got somebody Chromecasting the MeatCast. Chromecasting the MeatCast. That's going to be it. Maybe we need to give away a Chromecast on the MeatCast show so people could do this. All right, Rusty, you got to let me know how easy it is. So we need a quick way to do this. What about a Roku channel? Because I know a lot of people have Roku channels, and they can do this easily. Roku channel MeatCast, go there. It's got all the old meat, like our Super Bowl edition T-bones for a few weeks ago. Then you also could do it live. Right now I'm looking at different ways to stream with a better camera. So we can do mics and all that kind of stuff. If I want to go somewhere like to a barbecue show and have the big meat casters go for it, get some of the big boys, and that'll be fun. But I got to have a way to stream. I got to have, Wi-Fi, LTE fast. Woo! Meat. Get your meat on. Yeah, it's getting pretty out there, though. All right, I'll give everybody the view here. Again, if you're just kind of tuning in, you can kind of see what's going on in the ice world. Ice world. Yep, trees still have ice on them. Then we've our county's actually canceled schools again, which is safe because I don't think we could actually get down. Even if with four-wheel drive going down a mountain can still be dangerous. That just means four wheels still sliding. That's what it really means. It's all on ice. Don't forget, you want to talk to me? Twitter is going to be the best way. Through our MeatCast account. It's at MeatCaster. And it's hashtag MeatCast. And we'll get with you. Someone really enjoyed my my all about that meat. They thought that was funny. So I mean, I'm all about being funny. Some things just come natural. One day we're gonna do like, I think it'd be fun to do like some super, just like hot dogs, just basic meat. Even if you call that meat, I don't know what you call it, but it's fun, it's cheap, and I think we could have fun. We can call it like MeatCast, like MeatCast MeatCast edition, because I don't have a problem saying that because I think people have made that word bad, but I think it's still a good word. Let's take it back. All right, just kind of chilling here. So somebody's actually got this on their large screen TV, streaming this. I love it. All right, I'm going to come back because I need a new plate so I can put my cooked meat on it. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to put it on the rib juices undercooked, not cooked plate. That would just be gross. Don't go anywhere. This take like 30 seconds. How you feeling? Good. Did you take a nap? Just a little baby nap? Go. Ooh. All right, we're back. Hey, thanks for not going anywhere. We've actually had a lot of viewers today from all different places. Oh, I need to tell. I got people in California. They need to watch this. Karis, you know who you are. Here. And then we're about to start doing some barbecue. I got to test it out. So sorry about the texting while I'm doing this, but I don't have my my associates with me. All right, let's I'm gonna cut open one of these. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta get in there. Don't be afraid. Oh yeah, get in there. On some cartilage or something. There we go. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I think we've hit jackpot with this one. That looks good and cooked to me. So I'm going to wrap that up in tinfoil here in a second. Do you see me licking my fingers? It's cool. This is family, you know. I mean, for those who are sanitation freaks, I'll wipe it off. But it was really good. So here's the this is what the finished product looks like. And that's just some of the seasoning kind of left like a crust on it. So it's not just like burnt nastiness. It actually tastes pretty good. Almost like a rub. So don't get scared on me. All right, next step is I got the Big Daddy cooking right now. There's the Big Daddy, and it's cooking. I'm gonna let it cook just for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna show you the MeatCast Brian Buffington barbecue style. How you do it? Heavy duty. Don't get into that cheap mess. Get the good stuff. Heavy duty. And I guess I need to make like I said, I don't have a thermometer, so I have to make small incisions in the meats. Kind of check them out. One day we'll upgrade as MeatCast, grows. We'll get some sponsorships from, Weber grills. Who knows, man? The future. Just don't know about the future. So you want to find like the fattest part of it. Cut in there and kind of see what the color is. Woo! Can you see? That looks pretty good. Oh yeah, I think we're good there. All right. All right, this step. Now we have some people who don't want the sugar covered sauce, so we're leaving theirs natural. But Sweet Baby Ray's, doesn't matter what kind it is. I think this is honey barbecue. It doesn't matter. Anything about Sweet Baby is the best. So I'm gonna I have this on. Here, I'll show you here. Let's get you down here. Y'all can see that. All right, so I'm gonna smother this thing in barbecue, and I'm using the aluminum because I don't want the fire. Because when it hits this sugar, it's gonna burn and it's gonna leave a nasty thing going on. So I didn't get my brush though. So stay tuned. Just kind of look at that and be smelling it. Smell-o-vision. Oh, we're about done. Whew. All right, I'm back. Here's the brush. Nothing fancy. Just stroke it good. Then you want to do the flippy flip. Flippy flip. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Get in there. You hear that sound? That's the sound that's warning you. You're about out. And why did you live on the edge? Because this stuff's important. Don't take chances with this. I mean, you got people who are counting on you. You are the meat cooker in the family, whoever you are. People are trusting you with their meat. Don't leave them hanging or regretting that they ate your meat. There we go. All right, so I've got it smothered in barbecue. Now we're going to fold it up some. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, like that. Back on the grill. Okay, we're back. And I've just got it cut. I got this, I'm on a small Weber grill. I think this is like a Walmart special. Nothing fancy. And I am going to put these back on just for a little bit, keep them warm. Keep them on the outside where the coals aren't too hot. Let's see if we have any more questions. I got Deke Doverly in the house. If you probably don't know Deke Doverly, but his real name is Brian, Flying Brian, but without the pink Speedos. For those who used to watch wrestling, good friend of mine from the past, still my friend. We just don't talk anymore. So really, I'm a bad friend. But I'm glad you're watching, man. And hopefully you get to learn how to cook some good ribs. I'm sure you know something about cooking. But come back to MeatCast because you're kind of watching the tail end here. Let me give him a shout out here. Is that okay? Y'all just hold on while we're getting the barbecue in here. Deke, I'm glad you could experience meat vision, my vision for meat cooking, the future. You're the man. Hope you guys are doing good. We're starting to get a sizzle. Sizzle's good. That means the barbecue is it's kind of boiling. I just got an update from our power companies. They're working hard, and we still have power here at my house. But if you're watching, you're from White County, and you're not checking your email, it says they hope to have 95% of customers electricity by 1 p.m. Wednesday. So I think that's a big deal. Applause to those people who are out there in the cold, who have snotty noses, I'm sure, and whose wife and children or husbands and children are at the house, without them. So thanks, power people. Power people. I love it. Love it. All right, let me flip. Don't forget I had a couple on here just kind of heating up, keeping them warm. All right, I'm going to flip the tinfoil one. I'm going to flip it around. There we go. We've probably got about 5 more minutes left in the show, if that. If you have any last questions, just go ahead and hashtag MeatCast on Twitter. I'll address those, and I'll be out eating this. We got some mashed potatoes inside. I'm going to stay warm, stay by the fire. Actually, one of my heat pumps went out in the house yesterday, so I may be actually sleeping by the fire. You just don't know. So it's good to have an extra source of energy. Just a quick tech tip for people who live in a place where power goes out either by hurricanes or winter storms. If you have a laptop, keep your laptop fully charged before the storm, and your laptop can actually serve as a battery pack for your mobile devices. I know the laptop I'm using can charge an iPhone or another mobile device probably 5 to 10 times. I mean, it's a huge battery in a laptop. And that'll keep your phone going, so if you need an emergency, it's not dead. And depending on the age of your phone, some of your batteries only last a few hours. So that's important. So keep your laptops charged, or buy an external battery pack from Walmart or your favorite electronics store, Amazon. They got them all. Promise you. Hashtag MeatCast. Just a couple of minutes left. It's been a good show. If you need to watch this again, this will be cataloged on MeatCast.com. It'll be under Old Meat. Look forward to the schedule. We're going to start scheduling some of these in advance. Today was not scheduled. It was just I was iced in. I can't go anywhere, so I thought let's do this. It'll be a fun way to chat with some people I haven't talked to in a while. All right, let's check it out. Whew. Hey, William, if you're still watching, I just got your message here. Sorry about that. The rub I'm using was, I don't know if you call this a rub or not, but I rubbed it in. It's called Montreal Steak, and it's super cheap, but it tastes awesome. It has these little crystals that melt into the meat. Give it a whirl, and it's not a bad investment. If you don't like it, I'll buy it from you. All right. Fire temp. Some people ask about fire temp. I really don't know. I mean, it's hot. I mean, if I touch it, it hurts. I'm not there yet. I'm still kind of learning how to cook. But from what I tasted off my sample piece, this tastes amazing. And I might give you some feedback later on what the kids say. Hey, we're packing it up. It's ready. I don't know if you can hear the sizzle. Let's try it. Barbecue sizzling. It's ready. Hope you'll have an awesome, awesome day. Stay tuned for the next MeatCast. Catch you later. Bye.